friend of mine is a licensee of a pub in Lancashire. Recently he went to a brewers' convention at the Apocalypse Hall in Glasgow. And he drank deeply of the grape. Wonderful man. He was unfamiliar with the grey old pile of Glasgow. He wandered away to find an ablution in which to relieve himself. Fortunately, filling up. Fortunately, he staggered towards the railway line. And he tripped over an inert sleeper. Fell down the embankment and his head landed on the rail. An express coming from Aberdeen with conduit. But a little unusual, it normally goes by tube. Suddenly came down and severed his head. Luckily there was, in the guard's van, there was a Latvian emigrant. He was on his way to Maidenhead to see his brother who was a tree surgeon. A friend of mine is a licensee of a pub in Lancashire. Recently he went to a brewers' convention at the Apocalypse Hall in Glasgow. And he drank deeply of the grape. Wonderful man. He was unfamiliar with the grey old pile of Glasgow. He wandered away to find an ablution in which to relieve himself. Fortunately, filling up. Fortunately, staggered towards the railway line. And he tripped over an inert sleeper. Fell down the embankment and his head landed on the rail. An express coming from Aberdeen with conduit. But a little unusual, it normally goes by tube. Suddenly came down and severed his head. Luckily there was, in the guard's van, there was a Latvian emigrant. He was on his way to Maidenhead to see his brother who was a tree surgeon. Acting swiftly with the cunning of a Russian peasant, he stopped the train by sliding his foot on the wheel. I'll always remember Hoppy. By some miracle of endeavour, he put the head back on the severed torso and marched the victim briskly to a hospital in Glasgow. The doctors worked feverishly throughout the night. It was impossible. It was too far gone. However, there was a dead sheep being brought in, had been run over. They took the sheep's head off and put it on his head. And he lived. Miracle of surgery. But because he was a big fella, the head was a bit too short for the torso. So he wouldn't feel completely ridiculous, the matron gave him a top hat with 2 gold earrings and a monocle on the sheep's head. And he used to sit up in bed having grass sandwiches. And his wife came to see him and she was obviously distressed. And he started going out on a tandem to strengthen himself. And people used to laugh at people like that. As he gained in strength, he would sit there chewing the cud. And he said, "Have you told them in the pub what's happened?" And she said, "Yes." She said, "They're with you to a man. They're just glad to have you back because you've got the keys to the cellar." Only last Thursday he was released. He shook hands with everybody. He chewed down the lawns just to clear up some of the mess. When he got to the pub, there was flags and buntings bedecked all over the public house. And no, can you imagine, he's got a sheep's head with a top hat, monocle. What? And this is human nature for you. They laughed at him. Yes! They laughed! But don't worry, he got his own back. He barred them.
Yes, he barred them. Yes, he quite rightly. There, Steve Bank here. Yes, that was a Friday Frolic blunder, and a Friday Frolic won't be without a blunder on this show. But we all love a bit of what you call him, Les Dawson, don't we? Certainly do. But how are we all, my wonderful Friday frolickers? And I hope you're all very, very well. Exactly, Frederick Roth. Brilliant. But anyway, let's have a little look who's in the chat. I see we will be without our good friend at Archive. Unfortunately, can't watch. I'm gutted as I'm heading to Newcastle. Well, that's a brilliant reason for going to Newcastle, isn't it? Especially to go out on a night out. You can't beat a good old-fashioned... If you see me fumbling about with my earphones, I don't know what's up with them. They've just got a bit wonky and a bit funny, but we'll soldier on. I'll have a fiddle about with them, see what's gone wrong with them. But they just don't feel right. I bet then, yes, I've just worked out why. They're knackered. Oh, well, no worries. I'll sort them out for another day. I've just realised they're knackered, but no worries. Good evening, Billy Kershaw. Hope you're well, Stephen Bank here. Absolutely. It's thank God it's Friday, frolicking. May the frolic be with you. Good evening, my fellow frolickers. Exactly. Good evening. Hello, and good evening, Andrew Luke. If you're not subscribed to Andrew Luke's channel, especially when it comes to things like Doctor Who, he knows his stuff on Doctor Who. So please subscribe to his channel if you haven't. And see, Alice, my good friend Alistair, I hope you're well, my friend. Hope you're well. Hope you've had a lovely day. Yes. And good evening, my friend. And anybody else? I'm sure I've seen one or two others just heading in. But I don't, made me chuckle in that because I always remember blankety blank with Les Dawson, and my God, I used to be on the floor in absolute hysterics. Good evening, Archie. Has been off. I hope you're well. Afternoon in Springburn. Good evening, Steve Binning. And good evening, my friend Mad Monk. Hope you're very, very well. Both Alistair and Mad Monk, my minister. Give him a big thumbs up, because I do. Sterling, I hope you're feeling better than what you were last week, because I know you said you'd not been feeling too well. So I hope you're feeling much, much better. But yes, and God's lasses, yes. My lovely daughter, hope you've had a good day. In what way? Because I know you've been out today, so hope you've had a good day. Reagan Elite, if you don't subscribe to... Yes, I know, I just realised, because I was trying to work out why is my headphones gone all wonky, and they shouldn't be really, but they are. I don't understand why. No, I don't understand why. But they've just gone really, really wonky. Really weird. I'll have a fiddle about with them, because there's something. See what I mean? It just looks strange. I don't understand why. Yes. Yes, now I see. I don't know how that's happened, but I'll just have to plod along with it. It's not easy, I'll give it that. I'll plod along with it this way, because it's a little bit more comfortable. But if you've not subscribed to our Reagan Elite's channel, he does some fantastic work. He does absolute brilliant work. So please subscribe to Reagan Elite's if you haven't already. And good evening, Frederick Roth III. Hope you're well, my dear friend. Very Poo War Profiteer. Good evening, my friend. Hope you're well. And who's popping? Good evening, my friend. Good evening. And another one of my fantastic moderators, Jow. Hope you're well. Hope you've had a fantastic day, my friend. Hello from France. Good evening, Jan Wallace. Hope you're well. Hope you're very, very well. And yes, I notice you all in. And another one. If you're not subscribed to One Angry Pagan, please do, because one thing you'll always get from One Angry Pagan, he's pagan and he's always angry. So, and you'll always get a fantastic live stream where you get to see the lovely countryside where he lives and his dog chasing a football. What more can a person want? Yes, and good evening, Super Tiny 808 and Genie Bottle, and yes, I remember Lily Savage. Yes, she was brilliant once. Yes, yeah, he was Steve Benning. Yeah, I remember when he used to do the Les Dawson piano playing. Remember when he did it with Shirley Bassey, and she couldn't do it for laughing. She was just in hysterics laughing, wasn't she? Yes. But yes, I'll say another one of my moderators, Joe, give him a good like, because won't be able to do this show without my moderators. Good evening, yes, good evening, Matt Parkey and Gantham Spews. Yes, you're not wrong yet. Headphone problems. I've just realised, I've just put them on thinking, why is it they just feel weird? And I've just realised, I think they're knackered. It might have to be invest in a new pair, but unfortunately, I'll just have to just crack on with these. But anyway, we'll just crack on. But let's, well, as I say, I'll just say good evening and welcome to my Friday frolic, where we just spend Friday, where we just have a bit of gallows humour and just have a bit of a couple of hours of a giggle, because I'm for one who, when it comes to Friday, I need it. You know, so when I'm looking for material and stuff to create, it basically is. It can be a bit much. So it's a case of I do this because I enjoy it. A bit of light relief for me, if nothing else. And hopefully at the end of the night you will have you'll be leaving the live stream with a bit of a smile on your face and a bit more of a giggle, and that's all I want to do. So I'll say this is my Friday frolic, where we just basically just take the rise out of the people of power, and as you can tell with the thumbnail, the usual one who we generally tend to take the rise out of it is the orange mango Mussolini. But as I say, with this first little clip, it sort of like gives you a little general idea of what this live stream is about. And I picked this one out especially at the start, because it just kind of reminded me of a little story that about with me and my brother when we were kids. Yes, this is what we're all about tonight.
No, didn't scare me, it was no. Walking a hard place, it's out of control. What am I waiting for? Planes beneath. My crumbs are transport.
Side of the road, and I don't know what happened there, but I've just noticed that we just had a bit of a problem there, but yes. tells me a joke. Yes, but what that reminds me of is I remember when me and my brother, when we were kids, on a Friday, I remember this situation with good evening, yeah, where I remember my dad would say, my dad said, oh, Friday, he said, sent us up to Chipper, and he was absolutely siling it down, and so we me and my brother got to Chipper, ordered the fish and chips with scraps and whatnot, and along the road, it's like roads were not the best, and I remember what we did was, there was a big massive puddle, and me and my brother, in his infinite wisdom, now you can say, what the hell were you thinking when you've got fish and chips in your coat? We decided to spend an hour egging on the cars to soak us. So needless to say, we came home looking like drowned rats an hour later. Dan not best pleased, because he's paid for family who would have fish and chips, and it came home. They were all absolutely ruined. So in the end, he had to cook the dinner, and he was maybe about a tenner down or something. So, and it just reminded me of that, because if you say to me, what were you thinking? You've got fish and chips in your coat. And nowadays I just think, I've no idea. We just thought it was a good idea at the time. Absolute idiots we were, but oh dear. But yeah, I love the guy laughing on the bus. And that's just what we're about tonight, where we just have a good giggle and a bit of politics thrown in there. Yes. And yeah, I know, it was just surprising for me that you just got that little bit of buffering, and I don't know what's happened there, but it'll just reverberate around my brain. It's why I tune into this to distract my overactive mind. Well, yes, I can well imagine. That's the reason why I do this on a Friday, because I just want to switch off, because it can get a little bit too much. But anyway, that's what we're all about. That is what we're all about. Yeah. But somebody who will cheer you up, somebody who will... Hull Walters, good evening, my dear friend. Oh, finished early, so back from home in time to catch it. Oh, I'm glad to see you here, my dear friend. You may be lucky. You might catch an ex-Tory MP soon, the man with the magnificent plumage, and you might get Rachel from accounting turning up, So if you want to badger her with any your political problems, she might turn up here tonight. But anyway, we do have a Easter message from somebody who's very, very important, from a former Prime Minister. Yes, a former Prime Minister who basically was involved in the day-to-day of politics, and she tuned in to give you all a happy Easter message. Yes, it's none other than our Liz Truss. Take it away, Liz Truss.
Hello, it's me, Liz Truss, your ex-pie mini-Easter. I'm here to say Happy Easter! And also, watch out for the woke this long weekend, because they are taking over the world. They are trying to indoctrinate you with their evil views, and I'm going to tell you how to save yourselves this Easter. Look, if you've got a friend who's going to the supermarket to buy a celebration egg or an event egg or a happy holiday egg, cut them off. They're not your friend, they are woke and they're trying to get into your head. Look, Easter is a sacred and very religious event all about the precious time when all the little lambs come out, and also obviously all of the chickens that hatch out of their eggs. That's what it's about. Oh, and of course the little piggies that go oink 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 getting ready to be fattened up for the market. It's not a general time for just any old people, it's a very specific time of the year. And what's the main reason for celebrating Easter? The chocolate! So here's a message for the horrible NHS doctor who tried to say that we shouldn't eat too much chocolate on Easter Sunday because it's bad for you. Well, you don't know what's good for you. You're just another wokie who's trying to get in there. And that is a disgrace. Here, watch this. Happy Easter! And if you see your neighbour trying to recycle their Easter egg box this Easter, stay away. They're looking after the environment. They're woke. Watch out for the woke.
Yes, watch out for the woke. I have to say, what I found funny there when she did the... I thought, I'm glad that made you laugh for one angry pagan. Because, when you... only you would type in Ostra, not Easter. Only you. Brilliant. Yeah, extremely funny. Yeah, she's brilliant, isn't Irene Skinner? She's an absolute treasure. Yes, he's a disgrace. Now remember when I showed you them clips of that blonde woman a few years ago, where she tried to say that the best way that you can get rid of drones is to have guard dogs barking at them. That's who she's taking the piss out of. Yes, she most certainly is. Yes, that is a disgrace. And as I say, so I can't remember who said it, but she you're right there when you said she nails that smiler. She does nail that smile. She's brilliant, isn't Irene Skinner? She just knows what to do. Absolutely brilliant, she is. And yes, we also we have another Easter message from somebody who you could say is working within the corridors of power. Not from over here, but over the pond. Yes, the one and only Caroline Leavitt. Take it away, Caroline Leavitt. Oops, almost. There we go. Take away Caroline Leavitt and look at that wonderful cross she's got. The plastic egg cross. That is absolute mint, isn't it?
Apparently there is a rogue little tiny judge that wanted to give the Trump administration a little slap on the wrist by telling us that we're in criminal contempt. Well, I'm going to hold you in contempt for breaking the promise to the American people to protect them, because everyone that President Trump sent on that airplane was a criminal that was getting ready to... You would not want those people living next door to you. I guarantee you that no one in this room, no one that is watching this would want those people next door to you, and you should be frankly grateful for President Trump and this administration for taking quick action and removing all of those people from the United States of America. Caitlin, I don't know how you keep getting into this room. Go!
Reports are saying that the American taxpayers are actually funding these imprisonments and deportations to El Salvador.
Yeah, frankly, you keep asking me questions about Abrego Ocasio-Cortez, and it is insanity. It feels like you guys want a different answer. Guys, yes, we are giving some taxpayer funds to make sure that all of these prisoners these criminals, these terrorists, these MS-13 proven gang members are escorted to El Salvador, where it is much cheaper. President Trump is first and foremost a successful businessman. You may have seen his work in Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, where he was guiding. Anyway, we're in litigation. I won't get ahead of the president on that. We're in talks with Chris. Anyway, I will not get ahead of litigation. Okay, but frankly, you need to trust the Trump process and our plan that this is an important business decision to bring us into the golden age of America, and it is nothing more than that, Caitlin.
The New York Times released different numbers for President Trump's height and weight.
Thank you for asking that, Washington Post. Absolutely. President Trump does not weigh that much. New York Times is fake news. No one reads them anymore. And the reason why that got out is because of Joe Biden. Joe Biden's been feeding people wrong information. And frankly, I need to get back to this. He's been letting people in the border. Do you know that he actually, do you guys want to know what the song Despacito from Daddy Yankee? That song was actually an anthem to bring people into the country slowly. Gang members, mind you, they were committing crimes. All right? Why do you think Justin Bieber's been acting weird? It's not because of the Diddy stuff. It's because of Joe Biden. Anyway, back to that. No, President Trump has a lean body mass of 224 pounds. He has a 40 time of 4.7 seconds, just like President 47. It's a really beautiful thing to see, and his vertical leap is that of a young Michael Jordan in his prime. It's a beautiful thing to see, but we're just lucky to have him be focused. And also, I look forward to hosting you all here in the White House for the Easter egg roll. These are the only plastic eggs that you'll see because we are abundant with eggs as egg prices are going down, and America continues to win with here and the world.
Oh, she's brilliant. Joe was asking why she wearing an egg dildo? Well, because like she's taking piss out of Caroline Leavitt, and she was always wearing a cross. So every time she took the piss, she'd do something different in the shape of a cross just to really get under her skin. She got under her skin so much that she actually stopped wearing the cross chain for a time because it was proper getting her ready. Blasé, are you auditioning to be the last of the great a-holes? No, unfortunately, as I was getting myself all prepared, I put them on and I thought, why is this gone rather dodgy? And I don't understand. And I've just worked out, and I've realised that it's just broke. I don't know how it's managed to do it. It's just broke. So I'm going to soldier on tonight with it being like it is, and then I will try and sort something out for next week. So that's what it looks like. I just look like a prize tit, unfortunately. I could do it like that, I suppose. Still look a bit of a prize tit, but it's not as comfortable. Yeah, exactly. My mind does one. Genie on fire poaching all the folks, yes. Good evening, Zay. Hope you're well. And good evening, Rabbigins. Hope you're well. Stranded Starfish. Hope you're well. Yes, he was rather large, stranded starfish. Good evening, global citizen. Hope you're very, very well. Hope you're very well. Yes, because I noticed you like a thumbnail to the video. Have you seen the Chinese Trump talk about trolling on steroids? Oh, yeah, I certainly have seen it. Because he's absolutely brilliant, and the Chinese Trump. I'm just going to see if I can actually. I'm just wondering if I actually did have one posted somewhere. Might have a little look, see if I did post it. No, I didn't. That's a shame. never mind. Now, because I've saw the latest one where Chinese Trump is trolling Canada on how to do tariffs, and I actually thought I'd posted it, but unfortunately I hadn't. So never mind. Maybe another time, global citizen. But yeah, he's absolutely. Yeah, he's absolutely brilliant. Where are the Americans putting those eggs there? You should not play with your food. Absolutely. Absolutely, John. Yes, but yes, that was she's absolutely got right under the skin of Caroline Leavitt. She has absolutely got right under the... And people still claim he's playing 3D chess. Well, yeah, I think it'll only be the cult. I think only the cult think that now, don't they? And anybody who's with rational thinking and just not in the cult and just see straight through him, they know fully well that he's not playing 3D chess. He's just an absolute idiot, isn't he? You know, he's clearly somebody who's... what's the word I'm after? You know, there's no worse than somebody in power who is clearly incompetent, and that's all he is. He's just the world's greatest con man the world has ever seen, isn't he? and he's... Because he's proved it, hasn't he? Because, like... Wasn't there a poll the other day where only one person had lower ratings than Donald Trump the first time he was president? Is Donald Trump the second time? That is bad, innit? Sorry about that, just getting myself a hot water bottle of my dodgy foot. But just, oh, don't worry about it, Mad Monk. Don't worry about it. It's not a problem. We've got Joe and Alistair keeping things all sorted. So not a problem, my dear friend. Hopefully see you later. Trump chess does that screaming a lot, peeing on the board, and run off the room saying me is the big least player. It probably is, Joe. It probably is. So, yeah, I would agree with that, Alistair. You know, yeah, should see David McGuinness go off on one. When he goes off on a rant, it's if you've got a full head of hair, and if he rants in front of you, get ready for the curtain haircut and the centre parting. And if he does it at the side of you, you look like one of Double Take Brothers. Because once he has that rant and he lets go, he's no different from the delusion. Yes, exactly. But anyway, another little bit of a belter here. Little bit of a video of the presidential advisor caught on Donald Trump's hot mic by accident. Yes, this is hot off the press.
Okay, the president of El Salvador has agreed to say that he doesn't have the power to return Abreu Garcia. Remember, in return, he wants $500 million and 24 F-35 fighter jets, a date with Taylor Swift, and his wife wants to have your babies. I think you're doing great with the economy. I don't care that my 401k is down. My kids don't need college. They'll be fine. Justice Robert just wants you to know, don't worry about defying the Supreme Court. They already gave you immunity from any crimes that you commit in office. Oh, and you also may want to thank your doctor for lying about the height and weight on your medical records. Maybe a trip to the Bahamas or something nice for his wife. And remember, we're meeting in the Roosevelt room tonight after the press leaves. Christy Nome says, if you have any extra ball gags, bring them. Got it? Thanks.
He's brilliant, is Alan Thompson. He does some brilliant stuff. all things Scottish, the 2 Davis Show channel here. Here's a link. Yeah, exactly. Well done. Cheers for that, Alistair. Yeah, if you're not subscribed to the 2 Davis, you really should, because they do some brilliant live streams. And you're probably right, Joe. It probably is true. Yeah, it probably is true. It was like I can't remember what I was watching. When he was talking about defying the Supreme Court. I can't remember what I had somewhere that if he's not careful, they could quite easily. Yeah, extra ball gags, absolutely. But this said they could quite easily go back to that ruling if they wanted and have another look at it if they feel he's over. What's the word I'm after? If he's sort of like pushing it a little bit too much now, whether they will or they won't, and whether it's true, I don't know. But yes. So the thing is, for me, when it comes to him, when are people going to stop, kissing his ass? He's never kept a promise in his life, has he? So how would what makes them think that he's going to do now? And is it Rachel Reeves? Well, of course she won't be in the live stream tonight because she's over in America trying to get a trade deal with what you call him. The Mango Mussolini, so she won't be in the live stream tonight, unfortunately. How much does he pay? I could do with a bit of extra cash. But yeah, it's just like, and is it right? I saw a headline. No, headlines are headlines, and whether there's any truth in it, but apparently she said, "Oh, you can trust Trump." With a free trade deal, and I'm thinking, yeah, exactly. Stephen Binning, as Rowan Atkinson once said, I wouldn't trust him at all to sit right way round on a toilet. Yeah, I'd go along with that. Yeah, yeah, totally agree. Because I think the best analogy, I think it came from Nick Abbott. Everybody seems to be trying to get on the right side of a 3-year-old who's been left in charge of a gun. And you just think, stop it really, because you're wasting your time. Golf cart Mugabe. Golf cart Mugabe. That's pretty good, actually. That's not bad at all. Very, very good. Very, very good. But yeah, it's... But like as I say, it's just weird, and you just think we're going to have another 3 now. Oh, we've already seen the Trump 2028. Good evening, Spank the Monkey. Hope you well. Rachel is over here being Mr. Human. She does really as good a job as Starmer. I'll have a nice clean bottom. Talking with Trump is like talking with a special needs here. I've heard you mention Nick Abbott before. Does he still do a radio show anyway? Yeah, he's still on LBC Friday, Saturday, and he does it is a normal abnormal show. He's on Friday, Saturday, 10 will 1, and his abnormal normal show. He's staying on the same on a Sunday night, but it's that's where he's being more serious, but yes, he's absolutely hilarious. Still remember that call he got. Well, call he got where he'd been waiting so long he fell asleep. That's all you got. Absolutely brilliant. But when all I could say is when this is what you call, you always get them them couples who let's just say that you think, how are them two still together? And you think these two either must be off their rockers or they must just love each other too much because of especially if it's one way, like if they're both playing practical jokes on each other, they just must get off on it. But if it's just one way where just one person's doing it, the other person must be a glutton for punishment. And all I'm going to say is, after this Easter egg present that she received from him, I'm surprised that these two clearly cannot be still together. This is just mental. But you will not believe what he does.
I wanna think they have no doubt how much I really care. Or have I been too busy? Have I been on fire? Nobody lives forever.
All I can say is, if somebody had done that to your car, what do you think you would have done to him?
And it's starting to sink in. The way I'm living now will be the way they take them. When I'm gone, will they care how much
This is hilarious.
I've made? Will my success or failure be the measure of my days? Was my love all that mattered?
I thought she would have smothered him.
What will they say about me when
She must be a glutton for punishment. Exactly, Joe. Happy Easter. Happy Easter, my darling. Now, if I'd have done that to my wife, I think my daughter would be able to recognise what would have happened to me. No, she wasn't happy, Reagan Elite. No, she clearly wasn't a happy bunny, was she? But she, as I say, she must be a glutton for punishment. But here's a little short one. All I will say is, whatever this person says to these two, whatever he basically says to these two, I wholeheartedly agree.
A great response here at Grimsby. It's just before the big game against Swindon. Awesome response, huge support.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Absolutely wonderful. A great response here at Grimsby.
Yes,
it's just
totally
before the big
agree.
game against Swindon. Awesome response, huge support.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Absolutely wonderful. A great response here at Grimsby.
Yeah,
It's just
that's enough, Richard Little Dick Ties. Yes, I totally agree. Won't surprise me if it was audited in, but even then, still, I wholeheartedly agree. You fucking wanker. Studied Eagles, Cats in Scotland. Who's that? Billy Kershaw. Studied Eagles and Wildcats. Absolutely, Alistair. Totally agree. You fucking wanker. I think I'll be sick seeing that mock. Yes. It seems like someone called Tice for his given name. Yes. Good evening, Bastard Bishop. Double dildos. Totally agree. Absolutely right, pair. All I can say is, good God. Can you imagine her as a Lord Mayor? Jesus Christ. But anyway, is anybody ready for a lovely story? Are we ready for the boys to tell us a lovely, lovely story? Now, I've thought of it could be a bit of an old one, but I suppose in a small little way, it's still quite as relevant as it is today. Whoops.
Welcome to Broken News. The BBC has reinstated Match of the Day presenter and crisp icon Gary.
Start that again. There we go.
Welcome to Broken News. The BBC has reinstated Match of the Day presenter and crisp icon Gary Lineker after coming to a deal over his controversial political tweets. Director General Tim Davie said the lovely and surprisingly flexible 62-year-old could return to air after the two parties reached a compromise, whereby Lineker agreed to absolutely none of the BBC's demands. Lineker had refused to apologise and said he wouldn't retract his comments, which a BBC spokesperson said definitely amounted to him backing down. Our reporter Shaniqua Trayvon III has more.
A national broadcasting icon, the tight-bunned former England striker had been accused of saying something factually accurate. His claim that government rhetoric had similarities to that used in 1930s Germany had been verified as objectively true by both historians and experts. But many, including racists and arseholes, deemed it untrue, citing articles shared on Facebook by their mums. Commentators like toad-faced grifter Nigel Farage and Talk TV's fish-lipped piss-flap Mike Graham decried Lineker's comments as an attempt to silence the government and said the only way to stop this sort of cancel culture was for Lineker to be sacked. Shaniqua Trayvon III for Broken News, London.
Shaniqua, thank you. In a statement aimed at ending the row, BBC bosses said that despite mass walkouts by its most popular presenters, a very real damaging of trust in the BBC and a step towards destroying one of the remaining good things about this country, the corporation had done absolutely nothing wrong, and you should shut the fuck up. That's it from Broken News. You're up to date.
Yes, exactly. You should shut the fuck up. Oh, they're absolutely brilliant, Broken. Yes, exactly. I have to say, good evening, Alex Adam. Hope you're well. Hope you've had a lovely day. Yes, yes. Now that was I have to say, Bastard Bishop, you give me a horrible thought there. Can you imagine waking up and seeing her first thing in the morning? Oh dear. If some poor sodding Leeds will be, won't they? Jesus Christ. Yes. Yeah, and yeah, I know what you mean, Alistair. Yeah, I made another fuck up. But my shit, it won't be a Friday frolic without me at least doing one or two Friday frolic fuck ups. Very soft hands. This is the BBC, right? Gary should be careful, or someone will take him to the back in both senses. Oh, Gary. Yes, absolutely brilliant. Yes, very soft hands. Fish slips, piss flaps. Yes. Yes. I totally agree. Shanique, he's looking dashing. I can get my teeth in. Yes. Oh dear. Just bit my tongue laughing my ass off. Oh dear. Good evening, Donkey Dave, the legend that is. Thoroughly enjoyed the last live stream last night for the summer. Oh dear. Victoria Atkins. Jesus Christ. But yes, if you're not subscribed to Donkey Dave, please do. He does some brilliant stuff. I particularly love it when you bring out the smallest violin. Terrible violin impression, but never mind. But yes. Oh dear. Yeah. Oh dear. Man down. And one angry pagan's tongue's bleeding after he's bit it. We're giggling and laughing. So somebody ring an ambulance. Because don't let one angry pagan ring it, because it'll be down the phone. I'll hurt the tongue. That's a tough one, though. Thicky Vicky, one that sticks a middle finger up. Yeah, I don't know why, but every time I see Victoria Atkins, all I can think is, why does the Boomtown Rats seem to pop into my head? I've no idea. I don't know why. Oh dear. I do hope you've not. I do hope that you've not bit it too seriously, because no doubt you'll be taking the dog out for another live stream sometime over the weekend. Now, would you like to see the greatest news interview of all time? Well, all I'm going to say is nothing will prepare you for what happens in this interview. This interview happened in Australia. And clearly there'd been an incident where a rather, let's just say a rather, how can I put it? Rather, I'm trying to put the word for it, where somebody gets rather overexcited, and during the news interview, let's just say the interview, two twins, and let's just say it goes as well as can be expected.
Witnesses are recounting some of the drama that unfolded on the Sunshine Coast this afternoon. Two sisters have told how their mother and man raced to help when the carjacked SUV rolled on Steve Irwin Way, only to find the gun-wielding car thief emerging from the wreck. Here's some of what they had to say.
And one guy, he was up there with our mum, and he went up there, and he was coming back down towards us, and he goes, "Run, he's got a gun." And our heart started to pound, and I said, "Oh, Mum, where's Mum?" And poor Mum was stuck up there, but apparently our brave Mum, she goes, "Are you all right?" Because he had all blood all over his face. And he goes, "I'll shoot you." She goes, "Hey, I'm here to help." And Mum distracted him to make him look the other way, and he looked the other way, and Mum ran into the bush behind the fence. And the guy goes to her, "I'll find you and I'll shoot you." All I was thinking about when we were running, I hope he doesn't fire. Yeah, we were so blessed.
How close to him do you think you were?
Well, see, he was up there, and we were past our driveway. Yeah. You don't think of all of that at the time. No, you just run for your safety.
Oh, dear. Who in the right mind thought that it would be a good idea? Yeah, why don't we have them both, interview them both at this same time? Are they married? I wonder if they were. I wonder if they got married at on the same day in the same church, and they both did their vows at the very same time. They gave twins a... They gave twins... Oh, fuck, I'm not identical to my sister. Telepathy tapes. Good evening, number 3. Hope you're well. Not subscribed to our good friend number 3. Please do. Steve Irwin, we love it. Yeah. As soon as I heard it, I did think he was one angry pagan. I want to hear them sing double harmony. Is that a glitch word? We're in the chicken matrix. It's an echo. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Dave. Yes, totally agree. Oh dear. But when I was watching it, I just sat there thinking, who in the right mind thought that was a good idea to interview both of them at the same time? I was... Best news interview ever, without a shadow of a doubt. Brilliant. Oh, the public, they're funny sometimes, aren't we? Oh dear. But let's. I have to say, I've not watched any Have I Got News for You for a while, but. Stephen, do you think they practice doing this? It's so it's uncanny. Yeah, it was a little bit, wasn't it? But yeah, so we're watching a bit of. I found this little interesting clip on Have I Got News for You, where let's just say that they got talking about what does Donald Trump have a problem with? And Ian seems to have found the answer.
Which institution has Trump got a problem with?
Democracy.
That's right. Also Harvard University.
Oh, yes, Harvard University, yes. He's withdrawn their funding.
That's right. Trump demanded that they abolish diversity, equality and inclusion programs in staff hiring and admissions or lose its tax-exempt status. But Harvard refused, so the government has now frozen Harvard's $2 billion of federal funding.
Yes, I mean, he's going for the universities and he's done lawyers, he's done the press. I mean, you could argue that he's a straightforward fascist. Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could. Is there some balance coming?
There is.
He's not a straightforward fascist. Thank you very much. He's sort of devious fascist.
Which institution has Trump got a problem with?
He's either one or the other, isn't he? He's either a straightforward fascist or a devious straightforward fascist, I suppose. I'll say I've not watched any Have I Got News for You for a while, but exactly one angry pagan. Nicely put. Yes, nicely put. But now you're in for it. Let's just say farmers have been up to their old tricks again. Yes, they've been. For a time that they were riding around London, getting all upset about the inheritance tax. Good evening, David Pearson. I'm glad you like the thumbnail. And we are someone mentioned my beautiful plumage. Good evening to you. Good sir. We most certainly did. Our former Tory MP, Dodgy Syrup. Our Michael Fabulous Hair. He's with us. How are you enjoying your newfound fame and in the spotlight? But yes, sorry for that. Trump is too dumb for that. Yeah, probably is. But anyway, to say the farmers have been at it again. For a time that they were riding around in the tractors, in their 100 grand whatever tractors, brand new tractors, and polluting the air and getting away with paying what I've forgotten what they call it now. To get into London, it's just escaped me. But good evening, Tories don't get tasered. Hope you're well. But they found a new way to protest. You could say where they are now protesting. They're now protesting holiday resorts, I suppose you could say. And let's just say it doesn't go down too well.
Action! Absolutely. The Norfolk Broads offers the true peace and tranquility of the English countryside. 1 million miles from the urban decay of the Manchester Ship Canal and the pot-smoking, whore-ridden waterways of Amsterdam. Indeed, disused cotton mills and legalised hardcore pornography are 1 million miles from your thoughts as you negotiate the Norfolk Broads. In fact, the very fact that hardcore pornography is not on the agenda will command...
Cow! It's a dead cow! Where the bloody hell did that come from? Farmers! I know it's not funny! I know it's not funny!
I'm trapped under a cow!
All right, he's okay. Look, get the cow off the boat, please!
I'm not okay!
Get the cow off the boat!
I'm not okay!
Get the cow off the boat!
Oh, it smells! I can feel an udder on my leg!
Call Cliff Thorburn now, please.
Cliff Thorburn is not primarily a presenter. He is a ex-snooker player and is an unknown quantity.
Yeah, but he's not under a cow.
So book a holiday with Hamilton's. Walk away to have a good time. Cheers.
Cut! Okay, stick him in the ambulance. Lovely. Great. Well done. Cheers, Alan.
Cheers, thank you.
Thanks, Alan.
Good luck with the edits.
Good evening, David Peaston. Hope you're well. Yes, exactly. Yes, absolutely. Been put in my place. Yes, poor farmers. But yes, congestion charge. That's it. Couldn't think of it. Yes. Simon Pegg, absolutely brilliant. I have to say, when I first saw that, what I thought, well, what I tend to do is I usually post it, so then I know where it is, and so then I'm going to bookmark it. But I have to say, I couldn't do anything. I was just in hysterics laughing, especially when he says, "I've got an odder on my leg." I could tell it tickled my daughter because my daughter's in the other room, and all I could hear was her giggling away. Yes, pull the other one, boom, boom. These are the jokes, folks, and I am available for children's parties. Oh dear. Do you think they might not be frightened with that magnificent plumage on your head, or do you think it, or do you think it will that they will find it very curious to look at? Good evening, Paul McSween. Hope you well. Lord George Santos sent to prison. Good evening, my dear friend. Hope you well. You God's lasses will be chuckling. Yes. Oh, I was in hysterics laughing when I saw that. I was just struggling to keep myself. Good shot inspired by Monty Python and the Holy Grail. You may... Maybe not. We don't have the Holy Grail, but we do have a little bit of Monty Python, but that's a bit later on. Imagine my beautiful plumage. They'll be in awe of it. Absolutely. Yes. But yes, as I said, the bloody farmers. I just thought, aye. We can have a good giggle with this. Yes, them bloody farmers causing trouble everywhere now. Clearly not happy with the inheritance tax. The funny shouting that got me. Yes, somebody call Cliff Thorburn. But Cliff Thorburn is irrelevant to them. Yeah, but he's not under a cow, is he? Now, just out of interest, my friends, would you like to witness the Mango Mussolini's most difficult interview he has ever faced? Yes, we have excellent footage of the Mango Mussolini getting an absolute horrendous grilling in probably one of his toughest interviews. One of his toughest interviews yet. Yes, take it away. Oh, you'll be shocked. He's proper put under the cosh here.
Take a look at some of these charts. In numerous categories, we're lower than the world. Let me explain. Well, the test right here, take a look. You can test too much. You do know that. What it says is when you have somebody that has, where there's a case, it will last. No, but you're not reporting it correctly. We have cases. Our testing, I believe, this is the testing, yeah. Yep. Check it out. New cases, new cases, new cases. The top one, that's a good thing, not a bad thing. We test more. We have. Now take a look. Death is way down from where it was. Take a look at this. These are the tests. It leveled out and it's going down. But you have to look at this. This is, excuse me, where it was is much higher than where it is right now. But you don't know that. That's my report as of yesterday. Wait a minute. You have to go by where, look, here is the United States. You have to go by the cases. What's called science. We have more cases. Don't we get credit for that? Well, we show more cases. They are dying. That's true. And it is what it is. Now it's going down again. And, you know, there are those that say the world is so very, just read the manuals, read the book. This one didn't reach my desk.
Yes, I think they should have this man interview Donald Trump every single time. Clearly, he was far too intelligent for the Mango Mussolini. Far too intelligent. Every time he's on Fox News, get that man. He will soon have him running for the hills. Yes, exactly. Number 3. I've seen flying pigs, absolutely. And yes, I think we're all in agreement there. Our dear friend Dodgy Syrup, your magnificent plumage is far more beautiful than his, without a shadow of a doubt. Absolutely, totally agree. Never a truer word spoken. Oh, sorry, he farted. Yes. if they start making out, I'm leaving. Oh, dear. No, I won't go that far. No, I won't. That would be military grade self-love. Oh, that's what's going on in his brain, to be fair. Yes. What brain? The fart. I just knew it would. I knew it would. Like I said, when it comes to my daughter, I know what makes her tick, and it's toilet humour. Yeah, so like I said, the most sophisticated and best sophisticated joke, bigly joke you could ever tell her. It would probably go over her head, but do a fart noise, that's it. She's on the floor in fits of giggles. She absolutely loves a good fart noise. Especially when a brother does it. Yeah, he'll just sat there with that silly grin on his face, and he'll do a. You know, he's dead proud of himself, and Taylor's then just giggling away. It's not not supposed to be funny, but I'm still too angry to laugh at Trump. Oh, I just laugh at him. You can't do out about him. You can't do out. I have an odd sense of humour sometimes, but toilet humour is always fun. Totally agree. And my daughter will totally agree. She absolutely loves the brilliant toilet humour. Let's move on to it's like I can't remember where it was, but I get sometime last week, I think it was, a bit of a major event happened, didn't it? Yes, a major event. The Pope died. I having to go, my dear friend Stephen Bankier. No worries. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and hopefully see you soon. And take care. And thanks for stopping by, my dear friend. But let's just say that yes, the Pope had passed away, and who was the last person to meet him? Yes, it's the carpet shagger himself. Yes, our J.D. Pants. Yes, he met him, and quite clearly that's exactly 100 angry pagan. Yes, he killed off the woke Pope. Am I applying to be the next Pope? I have new footage. We have they've already named the Pope, but that will have to come later. They've already named him. I did put my name down, but unfortunately I didn't get the votes. But since then, our JD Pants has been called the Pope? He killed the Pope. You know, the stench of fascism was too much for our frail woke Pope. Well, clearly, this has clearly upset JD Pants and his family, and his sister has decided to get involved and and she's let the world know that she's unhappy with the fact that people are making jokes about her brother killing the Pope, and she's not happy.
JD did not kill the Pope. The Pope had pneumonia. Now, does JD suck all the air out of a room when he enters? Yes, he does. Our mama used to call him my little queen, like the my little queen vacuums, because he would suck so much. He would suck the air out of the room. He would suck his thumb. He would suck. If the Pope had pneumonia and JD came in the room, I bet it was harder for the Pope to breathe because JD was sucking all the air. So in that way, yes, he killed, but he didn't kill the Pope, like, directly. The Pope didn't stand up to say hey to my brother. He didn't say thank you to my brother for coming all the way to Valencia or whatever. He gave my brother a necklace. And everyone's like, well, it's a rosary. Okay, are you going to tell me they don't have rosaries for boys? Like a wallet chain rosary? Because JD loves wallet chains. My little queen is a man. My brother JD is a man, and it's time people recognize that. The Pope didn't recognize it, and we see JD did not kill the Pope. The Pope had pneumonia.
Yes. Yes. Yes, there you have it. Hot off the press. He did not kill the Pope. I hear that Max Robespierre is in the frame as the next Pope. He has already bought a new pointy hat. I think he might be slightly disappointed because I think they've already named the new Pope. And you'll be surprised who got it the unanimous votes. Yes, exactly, Regulate. JD loves sofas too. Absolutely. There's Tom Sillick's slow cousin Mike Lindell. Yes. Yes. There are used to, yes. Lots of products Chinese companies are sending to ports to export are being returned to their factories. Oh dear. Now I have to say, from what I can gather, this is from by a comedian called Blair Erskine, which has played roles such as Defence Secretary Pete Hegseth, babysitter, and Pete Hegseth's babysitter, and Trump voter waiting in the cold for a delayed rally. But yes, she's very, very good. But as I say, we'll have to get to was it Vance's ex-wife who had a safe word when talking to her sister? Oh dear. And the Chinese have social services and healthcare. They are not peasants. Oh yes, yes. JD Pants making friends. Pissed up Pete pig shit. Absolutely. Magnificent. Dodgy syrup. Totally agree. Yes. Has he done? Did I hear rightly yesterday that he's been involved in another little bit of a scandal or something yesterday? Or were they still talking about the second signal scandal that, where he's, he's got a signal place for it where his family, his brother, and where he's just, I'll just tell you where our next strikes are, He's just an idiot, isn't he? Doesn't have socialised healthcare or social services. I don't know where you're putting that. No, I don't know that. Oh dear, so he's been caught out. Yeah, the singing man that will live in the Vatican. He'll sing you a song. Hope you all sing along. Yes, he keeps bottling it daily. Yeah, absolutely, Frederick Rutherford, endless shit, Yes. So it was another signal scandal while he was drunk. He's just an idiot, innit? That's all he is. He's just an absolute melon, innit? But he's just a Trump fanatic. I just think that's all you need in that administration, just to be loyal. But anyway. Here's what we think that should happen every time our Donald, when our Donald is under a microphone and he's having to he's having to make statements. Do you think this is how he should be interviewed?
In
comes the song. Poverty is plummeting. Crime is falling. Confidence is surging. Our borders are secure. Our families are flourishing. Our values are renewed. Our pride is restored. And for all of these reasons, I say to the people of our great country and to the members of Congress, the state of our union is stronger than ever before. In comes the song.
Yes, I think that's how they should do it. Every time he speaks, lie detector on his noggin, and because it's bound to explode with the amount of lies. The amount of lies he tells. Good evening, Scott. Hope you're well. Hope you're very, very well. So, anyway. That's how I think that our Donald should be. Yeah, exactly, Scott. If only. Yes. Have that stuck on his head, and every time he opens his mouth, he'll explode, won't it? Because you can guarantee he can't help himself. Did you see? Now, I don't know whether it's being made up or whatever, but did I see a video of a reporter in the White House asking him, do you regret telling so many lies to the American people? And he first said, what? Telling what? And then when he realised what he's asking, exactly, Billy Kershaw for MASH gets smashed. Yes, he just moved on to another question. He just, yes. So yeah, I'm sure I saw a video. I think that would be interesting. So, like, that's how I would. I think. In fact, why not have every one of them interviewed under them conditions? But you can guarantee the machine won't last 5 minutes under our Donald Trump. But all I'm going to say is we have another Easter message. Another Easter message. Is it from Donald? No. Is it from Catherine Leavitt? No, unfortunately not. It's much worse than this. We have an Easter message, and yes, we have an Easter message from the one and the only Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Hi, I'm Marjorie Taylor Greene. I've been saying aggressively to all my Jewish and Muslim colleagues, Happy Easter. Don't worry, this rifle's chocolate, but the bullets are real. Now, I'm worried about Easter. Between the pastels and the jelly beans, this holiday has gotten a little too LGBTQRST for me. And there is nothing gay about Easter, a day when a bunch of male priests worship a shirtless guy with great abs and talk about wanting to eat his body. That's straight stuff. So happy Easter and God bless Russia. I mean America. They're kind of both, right? Hi.
But yes, yes. What does Melania Trump and paleontologists have in common? They're both experts in dating fossils. Ba-boom. Those are the jokes, folks. Oh, nice one. But yes, we have proper important people in that. We have the Prime Minister with us. Good evening, Good evening, Prime Minister. Max Starmer Headroom. Just out of interest, have you been seeing any deposits in your slippers from that pesky cat, Sir Larry, recently? Because he's not been right happy with you. Yes, it's been telling me he's been dropping some right deposits in your slippers and in your briefs. Is that the new Dyson? Yes, MT Gross, you're not wrong. Yes. Yes, that's Marjorie Taylor Greene's new Dyson. Doesn't do a right cracking load of good for... Doesn't do a cracking good job with carpet, but boy, it makes it does go out with a big bang. Yes. But now we do have an Easter message from the one and the only. Yes, the Mango Mussolini, our Donald J. Trump.
Hello, everyone. This is your favorite president, Donald J. Trump. The egg situation in America is out of control thanks to Crooked Joe and Kooky Kamala Obama. But I'm fixing it, and I'm fixing it strongly with my newest product, Trump eggs. Every Trump egg is personally laid by me, a skill I learned after spending decades studying chicken. Trump eggs are cage-free and gray double D. Perfect in an egg salad or in a frittata after playing 19 holes. The extra hole is my egg hole, also known as the cloaca. We love cloacas, don't we, folks? What a word, cloaca. One hole for everything. Order now and you'll receive a side of Trump eggs from my perfectly toned iron bottom. And a few lucky patriots will receive a fertilized Trump egg. Oh, no! This one's an Eric. Oh, well. Trump eggs. Free if you let me kiss your daughter. Available at Whole Foods, or as more and more people are calling it, Cloaca Foods.
Yes, honestly, this was Trump supporters would buy that shit. Yeah, they would, and they'd pay extra for the Trump shit as well, wouldn't they? They absolutely score. That is horrific. Good grief! I'm receiving income via headphones. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm sure I'll get it sorted. I don't know what happened from me sorting out my equipment to putting them on my head. They just broke, so I've no idea. I'll have a see if there's any way I can repair them, and if not, I'll just have to invest in a new pair. So it's not a problem. I'm sure I'll sort something out. Yeah. This puts me off Easter. Yes, I can imagine you will. But I'm sure you'll eat one for a free trade deal, though, won't you? Prime Minister? You'll soon chow down a genetics has gone too far, yes. They're thinking too deep into that. I'm not feeling right to apologise, Scott. It's an Eric, yes. They just look incredibly messy. What a clock, yes. But, oh dear. Let's give me a quick minute. I thought I did spot somebody. Hello, Daniel Cross. Hope you're well. Hope you're very, very well. Hope you had a lovely day, and hope you're going to have a lovely week. Well, I hope we all have a good weekend. But yeah, that made me chuckle. I think I saw it sometime last week, and but it were in a full show when I found the last little bit of it. I thought, yes, got to do this because this is. I just thought it hilariously funny. Now, let's go back to a bit of nostalgia. A bit of nostalgia. Yes, because somebody mentioned Monty Python's. Monty Python. Trade deal. I'm dribbling at the thought of it. Speaking, which anyone's heard from Rachel, or does she still have? Does she still have a mouth? Oh dear! Oh no! I'm never eating the White House. But yes, this is a bit of nostalgia. When I saw this clip, just reminded me of my daughter, how she does love a bit of Monty Python, and seems as somebody mentioned about Monty Python, the Holy Grail. I don't have the Holy Grail, but I do have something just as funny. Remember The Life of Brian and the introduction of Biggus Dickus.
I have a very great friend in Rome called Biggus Dickus. Silence! What is all this insolence? You will find yourself in gladiator school very quickly with rotten behavior like that. Can I go now, sir? Ah! Wait till Biggus Dickus hears of this. Wait! Take him away! Oh, sir, No, I want him fighting rabid wild animals within a week. Yes, sir. Come on, you. I will not have my friends ridiculed by the common soldiery. Anybody else feel like a little giggle when I mention my friend Biggus Dickus? What about you? Do you find it risible when I say the name Biggus Dickus? He has a wife, you know. You know what she's called? She's called Incontinentia. Incontinentia buttocks. Stop! What is all this? I've had enough of this rowdy, rebel, sniggering behavior.
Yes. Now, is it right? Is it right what I heard, that they were told that the guards were not allowed to laugh at anything that Michael Palin had to say? They were not told what he was going to say, but all they were told was, you're not allowed to laugh. Not come what may, whatever. Good evening, Clarence AS2. Yes, strange women lining ponds, giving out swords doesn't seem such a silly form of government now. Yes. Speaking of Rachel, tell that squeaky scouse not go upsetting her, as good tea ladies are difficult to find, and she was only telling the truth. I will let her know. Oh dear. Yes. Okay. I knew you'd enjoy that. As soon as I saw it, I thought of you, and I thought, yes, I'm going to basically add that just for you, because I know you love your Monty Python films. Oh dear. Yeah. Infamy. They've all got an infamy. Spaffer used to mumble that one a lot. Yes, they certainly did. As I say, we've. It's not like you to be rattled by a wobble of wowdy webbles. Still one of my favourite bits. And I will release Wodger. They're all just pissing themselves laughing. Absolutely hilarious film. I think we've still got them on DVD. I think the other night they had The Meaning of Life on, and I always remember that clip, you know, where they've got the Americans on and Grim Reaper knocks on the door. Yeah. Yes, hello. I am Death. Oh, that's nice. Do come in. Come in from the cold. Oh, dear. Willie Swodger. No, Spencer Tracy. Yes, always look on the bright side of life. It's all we can do at the moment, isn't it? Angry pagan. Absolutely brilliant. Now, all I would say is, yes, I did enjoy Meaning of Life. It was really, really good. Yes, being Mr. Creosote. Oh, yeah, that was brilliant when he walks in. Would you like a whiff of thin mint? No, fuck off. I hate you to be rattled by a wabble of wowdy wepples. She's a witch. Yes. How do you know she's a witch? She turned me into a newt. But I got better. Right. This is good advice for all us men in the chat. This is the Frenchman in the Holy Grail. Oh, my favourite. Yes. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries. Yeah. Rachel is on the phone. Shall I put her on? Yes, please do. Please do. Let's see what she has to say. We have got a number of questions. Will she be able to speak with a mouthful? Oh, love the Catholic kids in the Monty Python. Yes. But anyway, this is what do you class as sound advice for all us. Well, I think all us married men will know. Son of a silly person, yes. I fart in your general direction. Yes, where us married men, we know this to be true, and this is good advice for single men. You take photographs of this because this is good sound advice, because we all know it to be true.
There's two inputs, Dawn and Laura's, my wife Laura. Okay, if I'm wrong and Laura's right, this is a really easy one. Laura's right. That's simple. Thank you very much. That one seemed obvious to me. Believe it or not, from here, it gets complicated. Okay, if we're both right, it doesn't matter. Laura's right. Thank you very much. That's the key. I would rather be happy than be right. That's what I'm... If I'm right and Laura's wrong, doesn't matter. Laura's still right. And if we're both wrong, Donna's wrong. If you're a single guy, take out your phone and take a photo of this. You're going to need to know it someday. I'd rather be happy than be right. That's what it is. There's two inputs, Dawn and Laura, my wife Laura.
Absolutely. If both me and my wife are wrong, then I'm wrong. Totally. Yes, totally agree. Absolutely. Totally agree. And also, we all know this to be true. We all know this to be true as well. Us... Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Kind of agree. Totally agree. Also, this is also true because us men have all been there, haven't we? We've all been there when this has happened. We can relate.
A woman whose boyfriend did something really bad in her dream last night is struggling to forgive him. Joanna Kramer from Bristol blanked her boyfriend Martin over breakfast and ignored his puzzled text throughout the day because he should bloody well know what he did. A woman whose boyfriend did something really...
Yes, exactly. He should have bloody have known in the first place. For peace, you should agree or else. Absolutely, Jenny Bottle. That's what I do, you know. It's like when our youngest son is usually having a bit of a have a go with my wife. He'll say to me, "Go on, sort your wife out," and I'll just say, all I will say to your son is, my wife is right, always. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah, absolutely, Scott. Yeah, keep life simple and just apologise. Yes, for peace, you should. Yes, that's why. This would be why I can't hold a relationship for more than 5 years. That's why I only get married every weekend or so. She says I agree. Rachel from accounting. The golden rule for a happy marriage: 1, the wife is always right. 2, if ever in doubt, see rule number 1. Tease up, folks. Yes, absolutely, totally agree. It certainly is. Yes, just agree, you know. Good evening, Hassan Hussein. Hope you're well, my dear friend. Hope you're well. But anyway, right, the wait is over. To autistic to let any significant other to just win for the sake of convenience or peace. Just can't do it. Oh dear, you'll be in the bad books a lot then. Yes. Yes, because when you're in the bad books, you should instantly know in the first place, or else you're going to get it. Oh, would have come sooner, but had the flu. No worries, my friend. Don't worry about it. It's not a problem. That fat orange creature has let me come up for the things I do for a free trade deal. Oh, well, you know, it's tough at the top, isn't it, Rachel from accounting? But did he enjoy the tea that you made him? Was he happy with the tea that you made him? Did you stir it the right way? So in someone's bad books, I can imagine. But anyway, the wait is over. We have they've announced the new Pope. Yes, hot off the press. Yes, you've heard it here first on the Friday Frolic show. The new Pope is, well, it could only be one other person. Yes, it's Pope Donald the First.
Ladies and gentlemen, all right, enough with the white smoke. It's me. I've just been elected the most tremendous pope maybe ever to walk the earth. At least that's what people are saying. I won by a landslide. You know, St. Peter, he was a great guy, but he never polled quite as high as I did with the evangelicals. The body of Trump. The body of Trump. The body of Trump. We did it, Joe. We did it, Joe. I'm gonna be the next Pope of the Catholic Church. I hereby decree that we're adding new commandments. Commandment number 11, thou shalt not indict me. Very unfair. Commandment number 12, thou shalt build a wall around the Vatican City to keep the fake prophets out. You know who you are. And while we're at it, let's remove 1, 6, 7, and 8.
Your Holiness, how do you think you won this election?
Well, quite frankly, everyone should have seen this coming. I was polling very high in the swing churches, dominating in Bethlehem, Ohio, and of course Nazareth, Pennsylvania. But I want to give a shout out to JD for all the hard work and for making this happen. You know what you did. And together, we're gonna make the Pope great again. Amen.
Yes. So there you have it. The new Pope is Pope Donald I. All hail Pope Donald. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. No? Oh, well, never mind. I did try Donald, but no. The Friday Frolicers won't have it. I saw a little of your live bit today, but I struggle with the hanger. Sorry, pal. Don't. For no reason, but thanks for watching. Yes, I sprinkled it with Novichok, but it has no effect on him. He never stops wittering on. There he is again. Yes, did he witter on about how Ukraine started the war? 2 versions, yes. Insert cricket noises here. Yes, absolutely, cricket noises. Trump was interested. Throne, crown, fancy clothes, Pope, mobile, palace with nice pictures, but told it would mean no more sex with Melania. He refused. Melania upset. I bet she was. Pope innocent, he isn't. Absolutely. Yes, that's the new Pope. Now, let's. Now we've been hearing the news that with the problems with Elon Musk and with it be on what they call them cars that he does now that just escaped me, but he's also been having trouble with X, so they've basically decided to redesign the X logo. This is how it's going so far.
Elon wants a new logo. We're just going to start with the X. So the X should have feet. Right, stop. Do you want hands? Yeah, hands. Sorry? Whoops. How about we make it an X, and then we put X's on the end of it? Like that? No, I do see that, yeah. There's still like 5 of them, isn't it? For fuck's sake. Maybe we need a different name, because we're social media, but like cool, we're like an army. We're like a social squadron. Sozial Staffel. What do you mean, why is it in German? German's cooler, isn't it? We're the SS. Oh, no. I wonder if you could put a little... Is that? Fuck's sake. I think we're going to like this. Legalized comedy, man. That's cool. It's the 2 operating modes, isn't it? It's like teenage boy or Nazis. It's got a cool rockin' hot bod. His arm's up here, obviously. It's not clear what he's doing. Okay. Huh? Fine. And what if the rays of the sun are X's? Oh, yeah, that's perfect. What if oh! God, it's impossible to not do that. Remember the little bird that they used to have? You don't like that? Okay, we don't have to have an eye. It's got a dick. P doesn't look realistic. Okay. Better? Oh. X is all about well-being. What's the Sanskrit symbol for well-being? I feel like that's too straight. Done it again, haven't I? We're going to get this. Why don't we just have a hand reaching into the future? That could be misconstrued, couldn't it? Maybe it's the face of a strong man. Oh yeah, no, he does need facial hair. How's that? I can change the dimples. I think that's the one. No? Fine. What's better than one of these? 2 of them. It's SS again. The everything app, an infinity sign, and a SpaceX rocket. Oh, whoopsie doopsie. That's pretty good, isn't it? It's a willy. The boss can't get it up, so we can't have that. Okay, I've got it. How many kids he's had and how many times he's had sex. This is my final pitch. How's that? It's not like the pubes? Okay.
Yes, so the redesigning of the X logo doesn't seem to be working that well, does it? But yes, as I say, we're in the home straight now. Unfortunately, my God, done 2 hours ago. Rachel from Accounting, he says he told me that I'm almost as good at being his human as his boss, the great Max Starmer Headroom, and he is curious just how much like sausages are chunky fingers. But yes, now there has been a few red states over in America who've been having problems with tornadoes and been asking for relief aid, and a certain I suppose he could be a pope in a sense and be able to do whatever the fuck he wants. Yeah, probably right. but they've been refused aid in certain red states. Well, a certain senator decides to try and pull a few favours. You know, ring the Mango Mussolini directly. See if they can get him to change his mind. Yes, our Sarah Huckabee Sanders decides to go straight to the snake's head. See if she can get some relief aid.
Hi, Mr. President. It's me, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, Governor for the great state of Arkansas. I was your press secretary during your first administration. I campaigned for you during your last election, even hosted a town hall for you. You've been in my house. Yeah, the one with the ugly dresses. Yeah, that's me. Hi. So the reason why I'm calling is you rejected my request for federal assistance to Arkansas. Yeah, we were hit by some catastrophic tornadoes, and you said no money. But I was hoping that maybe you'd reconsider. After all, Arkansas did vote for you, so hello? Mr. President, hello? Hello? He's such a joker. Hi, Mr. President. It's me.
I think he hung up. What a shocker. You know, it's like I say, when it comes to our Donald Trump conclusive proof, he only cares about one person, and that is, yes, exactly, Archie Hasman of Arkansas. Brilliant. That is the fantastic and wonderful Maggie Reed. She's absolutely brilliant. She's absolutely brilliant. She does some fantastic stuff. Absolute national treasure. But they've, vote for this guy and he's just left him in the lurch, haven't they? What a shocker. It's almost as if you can't be surprised if you're not a Trump supporter, because you know exactly what sort of person he is, really, isn't he? Brilliant impersonation of Sarah Huckabee Sanders. I take it you've got are you live streaming tonight, Reagan Elite? As if you are, not a problem. Don't worry about it. And have a good weekend, my friend. And well, if you are, I'll make sure I'm finished for around 7. So yeah, I thought so. No worries. I'll make sure that I've finished within about 5 minutes or so. So I've just got a couple of clips left, and we will mosey on through these, and then we'll head off over. Make sure that you head off over to Reagan's live stream. I said, so no worries. But yes, we've managed to get a exclusive interview with the leader of the opposition. Yes, Yes, she's come here to explain. She's come here to explain her. She's come here to explain her reasoning for her 6 questions. So, take it away, Kemi Badenoch.
We now come to the Leader of the Opposition, Kemi Badenoch.
That went really well today, didn't it? Didn't it? It went really well, didn't it? It did, because I am a woman of mystery. And the mystery was, why is she only sticking to one topic? He was expecting me to come in with a range of different questions about all the important things that are going on in the world at the moment. I could have done so many, and yet I just chose one. He doesn't know what I'm going to throw at him next. Or in this case, he did, 5 times. That threw him. Could you see him? He was sweating. He was sweating. He was sweating beads of sweat. Well, it was moist. He had all his notes prepared, and I just kept firing in the same topic over and over again. Prime Minister's questions, but I only had one question. Did you see the look on the faces opposite? They were gasping in disbelief at me. And did you like the way I said he was like a weather vane twisting in the wind? I know weather vanes don't twist, they turn, but I thought it sounded biblical. Wuthering Heights, the weather vane that twists in the wind. I'm so powerful. He looked really worried. He is worried. He's worried about me and my surprises. And that is how you do PMQs.
Yes, that's how you do PMQs. Well, I don't know about you, but I have to say, I don't think you look that worried, really. Because she's just that dog shit at it. Even when she had finally got something that she can have a go at him about, he didn't look really that too fussed about what she was saying. Just managed to crow by in the, I think you should not be worried about what I'm doing. You should be more worried about what's happening behind you, especially from a certain person who's got the nickname on its Bob. Yes. Cooey, Mr. Shit. Do you know the piano is on my foot? You hum it, son, and I'll sing it. Oh, dude. Good evening, Sir Larry. I think you've just missed your. No worries, my friend. Archie, no worries. Thanks for stopping by. But you just missed out. We've had the Prime Minister in the audience, and he got us a quick conversation with Rachel from Accounts over in America, as she's basically, cutting thrust in a new free trade deal with Mango Mussolini himself. Good evening. Oh no worries. No worries, Richard Grumpy. Hope you're well, my dear friend. But I say, into the home straight now. Now, when it comes to children's birthdays, what's the worst thing you could ever do? The worst thing you could ever do is to basically get you out, agree to your grandma to bake your child a birthday cake in the shape of a dinosaur, especially if she's not very good at drawing dinosaurs. And let's just say it didn't go well. And all I'll say is the internet can be brutal when it comes to this sort of stuff.
I got to see this. My son loves dinosaurs.
I don't know what that looks like, but...
So his grandma made him a birthday cake. Oh, grandma. It definitely looks like an older model. That's what we call a reptile. Dysfunction. Not the... I don't even know if I can get through this. Not the D-rep. So cute. Granny made a... It's not beautiful. What the... Does she make bachelorette cakes this way? I'm just curious if it's all the same. I make blowing the candles out. I'm done.
Good evening, Leapshin. Hope you well. Yes, that will make blowing the candles out very interesting and very awkward, won't it? But yes, as I say, that is it. That is it. We've come to the end of the show. And all I'll say is, I've had a ball tonight. I've been absolutely had a ball tonight, and I hope you have as well. Give us a massive thumbs up for my moderators who've done a fantastic job for me tonight. They've been absolutely... And also one angry pagan. Tongue all right now? Yes. Yes. The candles were... Yes. Also, I bet the first bite will have been a bit interesting as well, won't it? But yes, it will have been a culinary wonder. But all I say is, thanks for stopping. I'm glad you enjoyed it. But yes, but hopefully one angry pagan will have recovered from his a slight injury he received tonight, and I hope you've all had a good giggle as much as I've. I'm glad you've enjoyed it, God's last sis. No worries, Scott, and tongue stop blading now. I'm glad to wear it, my dear friend, and hopefully thanks for stopping by, and really enjoyed tonight, and no, I'm not going to Doncaster, but I don't bother with away matches now. I just can't really do it. But I'll be a nervous wreck from 12:30 onwards. Absolute nervous wreck. I won't be able. It's not good for my ticker. But anyway, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully have a fantastic weekend, and take care, my friends. And thanks for stopping by, and I love you all, and I'll wave you out. Oh, thank you, and same to you, Joe, and take care, my friends. Take care. Have a lovely weekend. Bye-bye.